Good evening, everyone. This is Roger Salam, founder and chairman of the Winner Circle, your host for this evening. And I also have a special guest with me tonight, and I'm going to introduce you to him in just a few minutes. But before we get started, those of you, I can see people are still coming online. I'm going to give literally a minute because we've got so much exciting news to share with you. And if you're at home, I promise you, have a piece of paper and a pen and paper to take notes, because we're going to share with you some incredible information, and we're going to have many follow-up sessions on this, so don't worry if you don't get it everything. And today I'm going to start with an apology, and the apology comes from because this is so new, hot off the press, that I was literally learning this whole thing. I mean, not the concept, the presentation as I was creating it. Literally. And so if there are some typos on these slides and these numbers are off, so that's where my apologies are. Instead of just being perfect, I wanted to get you guys this information so that you can start in this process of thinking now. And so, and all throughout, today's going to be all interactive. So why don't you, type a question on the, or just on the chat. Tell me what city, where you are. Where are you joining me from tonight? So, go ahead. Florence, Kentucky. David, all right. Elaine from Nashville. All right, let me see. I can see. All right. Welcome, Elaine. And who else? Georgia, Cincinnati, Mark Karuska. Hey, Mark is awesome. He's helped us so much. Hollywood, all right. Brenda in Atlanta. Brenda Griffin, yes. And Cleveland, JJ Brash, LLC. Of course, that's how you register, so I don't know your name. And Patrick, great. All right, in New York. Awesome, Patrick. And Ruth in LA. Hey, Ruth, I'm going to be in LA March 3rd. I'm going to be speaking at the Los Angeles RIA. Susan in Nashville, of course, Susan. And Susan is my awesome critique. She gives me some loving critique every time. I love it. And Ruth, yes. Who else? There are people joining us. Literally, there are hundreds people joined. Over 100 people have joined. So I don't want to take, if I spend calling every one of you, Matthew in Chicago. Hey, Matt, I'm going to be in Chicago March 11 and speaking at the Chicago RIA. So I'm probably going to be doing over 100 speaking engagements this year, the way my calendar is going right now. So in Cincinnati, Donnie, hey, awesome. That was I was there for the ORIA convention. And great. So, all right. So you know what? Enough. I know all of you, and I apologize if I didn't call your name or if you typed it in. I missed it. It was really going through fast because so many people are typing in. It's just one line at a time. And so we're going to, as I promised you that you will find some typos here and there, and this concept, it is so new and exciting for me. And I probably have to also tell you that it's two schools of thought. Not so much right or wrong way of doing it, and nothing is for everyone. So this is another way that I'm finding that I'm always looking at how can I help my students? How can I help my students to become more successful? And is there a better way than I'm teaching right now? If I find a better way, if you can show me a better way than the one that I'm doing, I am not attached to that particular way. I will switch to your way because your way will help more of my students. And yes, some of the students, I may have to go and tell them that, hey, what I was telling you, there's another way to do it, and let them decide. And I never, ever, two promises I will make to you is, number one, I will never lie to you. Number two is I will never tell you anything that is not in your best interest, knowingly. So with that, let me get on to the presentation for this evening. And what we're talking about today is partnering in real estate and how to own unlimited nice rental properties in the best growth markets with residual positive cash flow with no money and no credit, and strategies for infinite lending and growth. And by the way, I have proven I'm doing this seminar or webinar right now from a house that's $2.7 million that I bought it with no money, no credit, and since '07, and I use it as my guest house just to prove that concept is possible. But there are many people on the call that have lots of money, lots of credit. I can expedite you. And if you are starting with no money, no credit, imagine if you had money and have some credit, what can possible? So, and if you are at a do-over stage in life for whatever reason that you're starting over, you don't have the cash, you don't have the credit, my heart goes always out for those underdogs. How can I help them? And then the rest is easy. So, with that, let me ask you a question that I just actually started this on my email. And this my teaser email, I asked a question that, hey, what is most important in being a successful investor? And I'm going to introduce my guest shortly also, and then you'll know why I brought him. I'll explain to you in a little later. But what is the most important in being a successful investor? I can answer this question in many ways. Is it, let's say if I ask you, is it money? Almost, and those of you who have been in my presentation, I talk about the 5 F's of real estate business, that find it, fund it, fix it, and then flip it or cash flow it. And the answer is, the hardest thing is, we all know it's finding, but if you ask the general public, what will 99% of the people say? It's the second one, which is funding. So I put money. Is money the most important in being a successful investor? Is it credit? Is it knowledge? Is it, how about, buyer, seller's inventory? Now, obviously, all of these are important to a certain extent, but I believe that you can get all of these things and still not become successful. And this came about, or actually, let me give you the answer first. Oh, this is too fast. My fingers just. The answer, more than any of these things, because you have to apply all of these things, your money, your credit, your knowledge, you have to apply into something. And if you don't have that, then you'll be like going down the wrong path. So the most important thing in being a successful investor, I believe, is a proven, tested system and a team of experts or team of professionals. That I don't want to take too much time because I only have an hour tonight. And this is a whole seminar that we're going to do. And when we do my live seminars, we're going to expand on it. But I'm going to get you started so that you don't have to wait for my live seminar to start making money. And that's my goal today, how you can get started with this. So tonight, not tomorrow, to do these things. So with that being said, this is the key foundation for success in any business, quite frankly, but more in particular in real estate, because real estate is a team sport. There are so many moving parts in buying a house, and that if all of those pieces don't come together, then you're not going to become successful. So, and you can make money in focusing on any one of those. Think about it. If just somebody focuses on private lending, they can become very successful in just focusing on private lending, but they will then have to rely on someone else to do all the other things. So that's the team of experts, the team of professionals. So the most important thing in any business is this particular one: proven, tested system and team of professionals or experts. And the key over here is proven and tested, not just any system. And having said that, so what if you have access to the best system and the best team that will work for you 24/7, and you'll get the monthly check. Owning nice turnkey rental properties and in the best growth markets and cash flow markets. And I'm going to introduce to my longtime friend, and like the road less traveled, he and I mean, he actually started a little later than me, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about him, and I'm going to put on a video so that you actually see. But the fundamental difference, remember I said there's no right or wrong, there's two schools of thought, and this is his school of thought, and which is he, at the age of 26, he retired with a 6-figure residual income at the age of 26. And instead of like myself and other people that I know that have become successful in doing real estate, we went to teach our knowledge and give our knowledge to our students, to other people, because we know that it works. And for someone to tell me or tell you that real estate doesn't work, it's too late. Too many people have proven it, so that doesn't work. It's not a new fangled new drink or new system or new something, car or electric vehicle that it's not proven. No, we're talking about real estate. It's already proven. What he did is, instead of teaching, he started building the team of professionals and perfecting his system. And when people came to him, said, hey, teach me, just like anybody who's become successful, people will come, and he is a bleeding heart. He wanted to, but he didn't. One time, he just gave someone his team of experts, and in what took him 4 years, this other person took 2 years to become the same results. And that's when the light bulb went off for him. And that, hey, you know what? That most people think that the key is if I go learn it and give them the education, then they'll become successful. No. Education, or if I give them money, or if I give them the credit, those not all the thing to become successful. That the team of professionals and a proven tested system. Of course, you can do it. Hold on one second. There's a little echo on my side. Take it and over there. So I'm going to introduce you to my friend Chris Crone, and Chris is going to tell you his story in his own words. So instead of me telling you his story, let me share with you a video from Chris.
Hi, my name is Chris Crone, and I'm going to share with you how I went from earning less than $19,000 a year as a college student with a full-time telemarketing job to retirement with a 6-figure income by the age of 26, just 1 year out of college. Specifically, I'm going to show you my proprietary formula for how you can potentially own 5 homes free and clear in the next 8 to 10 years by following my least aggressive formula. And here's the best part. I will show you how a team of experts can do it all for you while you get to keep 100% of the profit. Keep watching. Part 1. This chapter in my life is what I lovingly call my financial bondage. Before I became a multimillionaire in real estate using my turnkey approach to real estate with others doing almost all the work, I found myself in college with aspirations of becoming a doctor. I started enrolling in pre-med classes, also called weeder classes, and within a year, chemistry did me in and I got royally weeded out of my dream career. Newly married, I broke the news to my wife that I was not going to be able to live up to my promise of becoming a doctor with a cushy lifestyle for my family. I started exploring other majors, and in the midst of that process, I found this statistic posted by our loving government. Quote, 2/3 of Americans rely on Social Security for 50% of their income. 1 out of 3 rely on Social Security for 90% of their income, and 1 out of 4 rely on government assistance for 100% of their income. Sounds more like social insecurity to me. I decided it didn't matter if I got a degree, if I was going to be like 93% of all Americans who spend a lifetime building someone else's dream and then retire with only 10 to 20% of what they actually need for retirement. I decided to get outside of the box and follow a different paradigm instead of society's broken one. Part 2, finding my 3 mentors. During the financial squabbles with my new bride and feeling like a loser husband with all the debt we were going into, I found 3 people who had all made millions in real estate, and I caught the bug. I decided their guidance, experience, and education might be more financially valuable than all the debt college was creating. I begged them to mentor me and pretty much gave them no choice because I drove over to their homes and pestered them until they said yes. They began teaching me the principles that would eventually turn into a proven system, and also that just bought me another 10 homes with less than an hour of work. No joke. While I was learning everything I could from them, I decided that an MBA might serve me as well, which meant more terrifying weeder classes. I enrolled in statistics, which is known for being particularly nasty. I was surprised 4 months later when out of 200 students, I led the grade curve with 107%, the top score in my class. Turns out that I had more than a knack for numbers, standard deviations, and derivatives. I could do them effortlessly in my head. I decided to apply my natural gifts to real estate and asked a question that has changed thousands of lives around the entire country. Of all the real estate strategies, flips, rentals, commercial, multifamily, and so on, which was the best? Now, this was not going to be as simple as which makes the most money, because the most lucrative strategy might also be the most risky. Here's what I came up with. I wanted the best strategy using the following 6 criteria: the least time, the least effort, the least risk, the most profit, a strategy that would work in up and down markets, and that would create a benefit for society. Well, I gathered all the real estate strategies, performed my in-depth analysis, and guess what? One particular strategy rose above all the rest. I had my secret formula, and you know what? I put it into action. And even though I started with no money and no developed credit, 4.5 years later, I was retired. But not just retired. The next year, 25 homes became 50, and 50 became 100 the next year, and then 100 became hundreds. It's automated, and it still works like clockwork today. So I decided to write a book called The Straight Path to Real Estate Wealth. And I'll tell you how to receive a free copy of this at the end of the video. The book documents the system that is making retirement real for people everywhere while producing some very exciting income. Part 3. My secret formula, which has created massive success during the worst economy since the Great Depression. My formula is a short-term buy and hold strategy with single-family homes purchased below the median in the most profitable markets with maximum discounts. Bet you didn't see that one coming. Let me illustrate this one for you. And before I do, let me address the economy and what's happening in real estate today. I can't make heads or tails of the stock market, but I can tell you that real estate is a function of population growth and supply and demand. So here goes my nerdiness. Real estate goes up over time, but not literally. It has bubbles and troughs. A very well-documented market cycle called the K-wave or Kondratiev cycle or super cycles, it's got a dozen names, says that every 20 years, real estate makes a correction because there is either too much or too small a supply of homes in the market. Every 4th cycle is called winter, and things get really ugly. Assuming 2008 was the beginning of our last crash, then roughly 80 years prior was what? Yup, the Great Depression. And, well, the real estate markets dropped out during the Great Depression because just before, prices were skyrocketing. Every developer and consumer and their dog was buying and building real estate, and eventually there were too many homes and not enough people to buy them. Now, a home is only worth what? What someone is willing to pay, right? Well, we had an excessive supply of homes, nobody to buy them, and then the market crashes. Sounds familiar, right? Rockefeller swooped in and bought up American real estate for mega discounts, and 5 years later, he was America's first billionaire. You might ask why? Well, population was growing at 3.6%, and within 5 years, we ran out of real estate, and the market had to go back at least to what the rebuild value was. Now, fast forward 80 years, and today, population is growing at roughly half the rate, and you'd expect the recovery to take, yep, about twice as long. Well, we're 6 years in now from 2008, and guess what? I go into the safest, most lucrative markets and buy newish, single-family homes for $130,000 on average that cost more like $200,000, $230,000 to build that used to be selling for upwards to $300,000 at the height of the market. And guess what? Phoenix, Vegas, Orlando, they've only got 2, 3, 4 more years of inventory, and when they run out, guess what? The home you bought for $130,000 can now be sold when everyone is buying and building and there's a whole frenzy in the market. You do the math. This is very exciting to say the least. You've been patient, and with that in mind, here's the generic version of my secret formula. We help you find a way to get a little cash using either your own money, 401k, IRA, home equity, parents' money, partner, whatever. And we help you buy 2 of these homes that fit my exact criteria. Within 1 to 2 years, my average client is able to remove some, if not all of that original money out of the first 2 properties and put it in some new ones. Why would they do this? For double the potential gains. In 3 to 5 years, we exit the growth markets, sell when everyone is buying, and move the gains tax-free into several more homes in cash-flowing markets. Over the next couple of years, your goal is to double those homes, just like before, where 2 became 4. Short-term hold them for another 5 years, and then in 8 to 10 years, sell them off and trade them for what? 5 paid-off homes producing roughly $7,000 to $8,000 a month. Not bad for just starting with 2 homes. Now compare that to your best scenario in the stock market, which you have no control over, which also pays you 0 monthly residual income, and you can see why people everywhere are choosing to join Strongbrook. Part 4. Warning, what you're about to hear does not otherwise exist in the world of real estate. This chapter is called, "Oh my heavens, it would take me millions of dollars and tens of thousands of years to get educated, understand the details of the system, and put them in place for me." False. You can rent my personal power team. I've already spent the millions and collected proof of this system with thousands of people over the last decade. The company is called Strongbrook, and it rocks. Here's how it works. Let's say for the sake of argument that we could help you potentially make $1 million. What would you pay for that? Would you allow my team of experts to make roughly $50,000 for every million that you made? If you're like most people, you're staring at this screen saying, absolutely, pick me. Here's how it breaks down. I got sick and tired of working with realtors, loan officers, property managers, insurance agents, and all the other ancillary people you need with your own power team. They all had their own agenda. It was like herding cats trying to get them on the same page. I failed. So I fired them all, and I built a company with self-trained and hired licensed realtors, lenders, banks, insurance companies, project managers, rehabbers, national property management, etc., etc., etc. I took their agenda, aka commissions, away and put them mostly on salary with bonuses based on working together as a team. And let me tell you, this is the magic of Strongbrook. Everyone under one roof, working as a team to build and grow my portfolio and now yours. Strongbrook charges anywhere from $5,499 up to $15,999 to actually help you transact all this real estate. The team finds the deals, puts the lending in place, the property management, coordinates everything, and then sends you mailbox money. Your one-time upfront retainer is determined by how much real estate you want to do with us. Then on every deal, we collect the same commissions and transaction fees that would go out the door anyway. This is a beautiful trade and motivates the team to track your portfolio and let you know when it's time to expand and grow your cash flow and portfolio and take it all to the next level. Now, are you ready to hear my final message of how we can help you buy real estate with no money and no credit? This is by far the best part. Why? Because I started with nothing. And building my initial real estate network made me a millionaire. And now I'm going to show you how to do it too. Part 5. This chapter is called No Money and No Credit Real Estate. I get it, not a very creative title, but it effectively communicates what I'm about to share. How do you buy real estate with no money and no credit, you ask? The same way I bought hundreds of homes, with partners. And here's how it works. If you don't have a lot of money and perhaps no credit, then you can join my network for $499.99 a month. What does this do for you? It allows you to use our highly effective system to invite people to learn about Strongbrook. If your referrals are interested, they can request a free game plan from Strongbrook, and one of our trained experts will call them up, give them a free customized game plan, and show them exactly how they would buy real estate inside this system. It's a very cool consultation, and impossible to place a value on, since this free consultation has led to people making a lot of money, securing retirement, and quitting their jobs. Well, If the people you know ask for this consultation and they decide to join, 3 things will happen. Number 1, Strongbrook will send you up to a $3,000 thank you check. Number 2, if those people tell others who also join, we feel it's also your fault, and we'll send you up to an additional $1,000. And number 3, and most importantly, every time these people buy as few as 75 homes in our system, Strongbrook will give you, drum roll please, a $35,000 check. It's called a home bonus. A bonus big enough for you to what? Yep, buy a home with no money, and we'll even show you how to do it without using your credit. You see, money is a great resource, but not nearly as valuable as your relationships. We have a very easy duplicatable system that shows people how to build a small network to produce enough money to either help you replace your job income or simply accelerate your portfolio growth and residual income by buying real estate. Would you like a free customized game plan to learn how to potentially create retirement and replacement income in the next 5 to 10 years? Talk with the person that sent you this video, and they will have someone from Strongbrook call you back and give you the information which has changed lives all across America. You can also request a free copy of our book from them, and they'll get one to you. Best of luck.
All right. Guys, let me ask you a quick question. Tell me go to the questions and tell me how do you like the video? And more importantly, does it make sense? What he's talking about, does it make sense to you? Because if it doesn't make sense, then there's no point even going further. It's so logical to me. So you can just give me some feedback that if it makes sense to you, yes. Do you like the video? Yes. Just say yes. Just type yes, and I'll see. Okay. All right. So yes, Brenda says yes, and go ahead. The rest of you go. Seth says yes. Dave said yes. I get it. David Parker, or online. Okay, some of the things about I cannot quite read the whole thing. Susan, we'll get to you. So go next. Vivek, yes, said yes. So great, awesome, man. Patrick said yes. So if it makes sense to you, and thank you. Yeah, please email it to me. So if you have more detailed things, I just want to know that if it makes sense to you. So it's just enough people on the call that it makes sense, that it makes sense for me to even go forward, because I am beyond excited that I have one more tool in my toolbox now to share with you to become successful in real estate, as I said. And I am not asking anyone to sort of stop what they're doing. I am not. This is one more tool in my tool belt, and Chris is coming to town, and that's one of the reasons I just last minute talked about it, and he just introduced his company, Strongbrook. So what we're going to be talking about today, as he showed you the entire process, I'm just going to elaborate all the things that he mentioned on his 13-minute video. And by the way, and maybe if you want a copy of the video, email me, and I'll send you a link of that video so that you can even look at it more than one time and take notes and all that stuff. So no problem. And thanks, Ernest. It says yes. So creating profit, accelerating your wealth with partnering, because this is how the man who's talking, Chris, that has right now hundreds of homes, and it's doubling pretty much his portfolio, started with this strategy. And he started 8 years ago. So we're not talking about eons ago, and in almost about, actually right now, about 10 years ago, and he has gone through the worst economic cycle in the real estate history since the Depression, and probably in our lifetime the worst that we're going to see. And the Strongbrook clients that he has built the portfolio in the worst market had return of 19 and change percent return on this worst market. So in annualized return. So imagine what kind of confidence it gave to the customers. So what we're going to talk about is this concept of partnering. And again, if you have money, if you have credit, we can turbocharge your accumulation strategy even faster. So let's talk about the question of why partnering. And I'm going to bring right now, I told you about my partner over here, that to how to obtain real estate without using any of your own money or credit. And that's why the reason why we want to partner, because no matter how much money you have, I promise you, you're going to run out of money because there's just more deals than money out there. So unlimited potential for the number of homes you want to buy, then this becomes a strategy. And what Chris has done for us is created that whole proven, tested system and put all the team of experts for us, so that if we can go out and find the partners, then we can capitalize just like he did, and without any money from our pocket, because he didn't have the money, so he leveraged his partners, some partners credit, some partners money. And so what else is needed, and what is the makeup of the partnering? And here it is, the makeup of the partnering. And there's a management component, there's a credit component, money component, and that's where you. And the elements of partnership really are three things. It's credit, it's money, and it's the management. And you are the person who's coordinating. You're the orchestra leader for these three things. And what I'm going to do is right now introduce you my friend who has championed this concept of partnering himself. And for the last 5 years, that's the only way he has built his portfolio. Some of you on the call know him and have met him at my last seminar. And he is my friend from Russia, Rinat. And Rinat will explain to you, not from anything else, because he's so passionate about it. I promise you I would not have done this presentation tonight. But he is was after me. These slides were put together by him, and then at the last minute, and I just did some or reorganizing and stuff, but all the credit goes to him. And tonight's presentation was literally his brainchild, and says, Roger, you've got to share this with your students. And so I'm going to let him take from here, and I want you to know, those of you for the first time going to hear Rinat, and yes, you will hear his thick accent, but I want you to know one thing, that yes, he does have a thick accent. That means he speaks with an accent, but I want you to hear me very carefully, that he does not think with an accent. Very big distinctions. He's a PhD in economics, and what I like about him, that before he does anything, I'm one of those people, I just jump. If it resonates with me and I like it, I said, I'm just gonna go. Show me somebody say they did it. All I want that proof, and I jump on it. No, he will go and he will do research, and that's his background, and then he will test it, and then he will come to me with something that, hey, so this is the one. I have not seen him this excited, because he's already done it himself, but he did not create this massive system that's scalable and nationwide to take it. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's my good friend, Rinat.
Thank you, Roger. I really enjoy to be with you. It's honor and a lot of fun. Thank you, everybody who knows me, and thank you for everybody who doesn't know me. I will be able to share with you my personal experience, and you will understand why I'm so excited to share this information with you, because I know it works, it's proven, it's tested, and the time and the opportunities that Roger and Chris opening for you, it's really, really incredible. And before I will go in details, let me just share with you why I'm so confident. I moved my family 8 years ago from Russia, from Moscow, because I realized almost 10 years ago that unfortunately Putin and this system that he created with KGB will control our country many, many years. And I have 3 kids, and I decided that, hey, I don't want them to grow up under KGB control like I did it for myself. And this is why I choose to move out of Russia, and now we are here. When I came here, obviously I started to do real estate because this was the time.
And hey, and by the way, David Parker said awesome accent, and Rick Puglisi, yes, it is Rinat Khaibulin, and also known as Rinat Tanir. I left out his last name. And yes, this is that Rinat. Some of you already recognize him from previous engagement, not just from my last seminar. So,
hi Rick, haven't seen you a while, but hope now we will be in touch again because this is a project.
Yes, he's coming this weekend. So.
Perfect. So, yes, and I use my middle name because, as you see, you type my last name and again made mistake, and I'm sick and tired of that. So I just keep it simple. Rinat Tanir, no mistakes and easy to remember. Okay, so going back, and as many investors who started their business in real estate investment in 2006, 2005, and some of them in 2000, they lost. And I lost too. I did my mistakes. I paid heavy price because when I came in this country, I knew about real estate a lot. I did a lot of investment in Russia, some a little bit in Europe, but my challenge and my problem was that I didn't understand the key fundamental things that any real estate property has, real estate cycles. People can tell you that real estate grow every time, but now everybody knows it's not every time. And at any given time in this country, you can find markets that are on a stage of growth, that are on a stage of go down or flat at any given time. And even during the crisis of 2007, 2008, you will be surprised, but it was several markets in this country that didn't lose any penny in equity, but even more, gain. This is the concept. And this is what Chris was able to leverage, understand, and use for his advantages. And when I learned about this also, after crisis in 2008, me and my Russian partners, we started to see where we can start to invest our money because market was down so much and created incredible opportunity to start to buy properties way below of the construction cost, way below the replacement cost. And it was possible to buy properties that were just 2-3 years old, brand new. After doing very, very precise research all over the country, we decided finally to start to buy again in 2009, and we were lucky enough to define the ground zero of foreclosure. Right here, just a couple hours from the place where I live, in Lee County, Florida, Cape Coral, Fort Myers, and Lehigh Acres. And guys, I can tell you, the prices that we paid at that time were insane. Starting from 2009, me and my partners that I put it together without using my money, without putting my credit, and just managing all the process, we started to buy properties in 2009 and did it during almost 4 years, and we sold the last property just 2 months ago. And this is the numbers. In 2009, we paid 30, 40, eventually 50,000 for houses that were 2, 3, maximum 5 years old, that in 2007 were sold for 250 up to 300,000. Would you imagine that opportunity that exists at that time? But the beauty is that this opportunity exists at any given time in this country. Maybe not so big discount, but still you can identify markets where you can start to buy properties today that Strongbrook and Chris doing with his team way below the construction cost. So what we did during the last 5 years in Lee County here in Florida, Chris was able to bring for the national level and identifying markets at any given time, at any place in the country. And because of his skills, because of his team of 200 people, he can take advantages being in any market. That's impossible for one person or even for a person who has local team like me. I was able to take advantages of real estate cycles, doing business right here, just hour, 2 hours driving from my place, but I cannot do exactly the same in market where I have to fly. And the most important, I cannot do the same process simultaneously in several markets, and this was my challenge. And this is why when almost 4 years ago, Roger introduced me to Chris, and first time, I was really, really impressed. And from those time, I follow up him very precisely. I was very busy, as I told you, with my Russian partners doing JV here in Florida. And 2 months ago, when we sold everything, and fortunately I had time, Roger invited me to fly and meet Chris again in their headquarters in Provo. That I did. And guys, I was shocked and impressed what this team accomplished during the last 4 years. They have now thousands, literally thousands happy clients that doing real estate investment with Strongbrook during the last 8 years. And for this period of time, no one lost home in foreclosure or short sale. Nothing. All happy, all make money, but the most important, they don't do anything, literally, except one thing. They just put some money for down payment, and from that time, Strongbrook take everything under their control and provide turnkey done-for-you solution. And you saw this presentation where Chris explaining that, hey, you can be just sales representative for the company without using your credit and without using your money, still refer people and get your referral fee between $1,500 up to $3,000 every time when other people buy properties with Strongbrook, and there are thousands like that. But why we are here and why we sharing with you something that usually Strongbrook doesn't share with their regular clients who don't understand real estate like you being students of Roger. This is a beauty. As I mentioned, they have thousands happy clients, and many of them already bought 2 or 3 properties with Strongbrook using their down payment money. And they don't have any more to move forward because money, this is a question. And at the same time, Strongbrook, having their mortgage company, can provide any person with credit score 720 and above up to 10 loans, up to 10 mortgages to buy investment properties. Strongbrook working with more than 50 banks and can get access to the best investment financing, as I told you, up to 10 properties. And what happened? Happy clients who already see the results, getting every month their check from Strongbrook, they coming back to Strongbrook and ask him, guys, please, can you find for us money partner? We will use our credit. You will bring us money partner who will pay 20% down payment plus closing cost. And we are more than happy to share with them equity. And this is exactly what Chris started to do when he began his real estate investment almost 10 years ago. And this is why he has right now hundreds homes in his personal portfolio where he didn't put any money and any credit. He just created system, and people started to ask him to be his partner, giving him their credit and giving him their money. This is exactly what you can start to do today. Strongbrook will provide you access to whole their team, to whole their education and trainings, but the most important, Strongbrook will introduce you to their clients who wants to use their credit and do joint venture with people like you and with people whom you can bring to Strongbrook as money partner. This is insane, because now, just imagine, you have people who asking you, please, please, please use my credit and let's buy more homes. From another side, you have Strongbrook 200 people who tell you, hey, you don't have to do anything. We already identify the best hot market in the country that are on initial stage of growth and where we can buy for you properties way below of the replacement cost. One of this market right here in Orlando, and this is why we're so excited, because now we can start build our portfolio using Strongbrook team, using their credit partner, and using our money partner, and increase our operations without doing really anything. Nothing. So you can do exactly the same. Strongbrook will provide you credit partner. What you need to do right now, just to go around and ask your friends, family members, these 3 questions that Roger told you about. You ask question number 1. Hey, how your retirement account is doing for you right now? Are you happy with return that money that bankers, fund managers provide you? And what you will see in the most cases? What would be the answer? No. Second question, would you be open to learn about opportunity where you will be able to invest in investment grade rental properties in the best growing market with done for you turnkey system and earn between 15 and 20% annualized return from investment opportunities secured by real estate? What do you think people will tell you? Yes, of course. And third question would be, okay, what would be the best time when my top manager from head office of the company that I'm working with will give you a call and help you to analyze your situation where you're right now and identifying how you can use your money, your assets, your retirement account, and to change situation to the better. So finally, your money will stop to work for your banker and will start to work for you. That's it. You will put together your friends or partners or any people who are open to discover this opportunity. It will be totally complimentary, free of charge, strategy session that licensed top real estate expert from head office will discuss with people that you will refer to the company and give them very precise report as game plan where people will understand how they can turn initial down payment of $35,000-$40,000 for first home during 5-10 years in 5-6 properties. And usually this is a closing ratio. 80% of people, clients that go through this strategy session, begin to work with Strongbrook and buy properties with them. 80%. I want to repeat it because, again, as you know, there are so many different types of training courses regarding how to invest in real estate. People buy and paying tens of thousands, but only 3, maximum 5% go through the whole courses, and only 1-2% really use it to start to do transaction. With Strongbrook, 80% of clients who going through the process buy their first 1 or 2 properties during the first 6-12 months. Now, you can be the key person who will put all this together. This is the statistics. You ready for the numbers? You can write. Credit partner that Strongbrook will provide you usually ask 20% of the equity in this home that Strongbrook will help you to identify in right market, in right subdivision, with right price, 20%. Money partner usually asks 30%. And you, as the person who put all this together as management partner, can earn up to 50% of equity in this property that will be totally remodeled, managed by Strongbrook during the whole period of holding time. So how many properties you can buy using this system? Just type in your number in the chat box and tell me.
All of them is David. And honestly, guys, think about it. How many of you like this percentage? Tell me that if you could, did you know that there are people out there that if you borrow their credit, they'll be happy with 20%. If you borrow their money, they'll be 30% of the equity, and they will give you 50% of the equity? How many of you like that? Or say yes, right? Yes on that one.
Okay. But the beauty is, and you know that there are many...
Yes, double yes.
Yeah. David, yes. This was my reaction also, you see. When I flew first time to meet again Chris and his team in their head office, I knew about all these opportunities that I can just refer people and pay and get referral fee between $1,500 up to $3,500. But when I spent 4 days with Chris and his team, and they open me their books and they show me their joint venture, my mind blew away. I told them, guys, this is just insane. It's incredible. It's dream. So my personal goal right now that I'm working already, I have lined up several money partners to get during this year at least 5-7 properties where Strongbrook provide me credit partner for 20%, money partner for 30%, and I will keep 50% in properties right here in Orlando, just in 30 miles radius from Disney World or Lego Park or Universal Studio. Properties that in 2007 people paid $250,000, $270,000, and Strongbrook will buy for me and my partners these properties today for $115,000, $120,000, maybe $140,000, even $150,000. I don't care. It's still way below the replacement cost, because to build this house would cost you $150,000, $180,000, and we're in growth market, and Strongbrook will do everything. Find the property, do repair, find tenants, and manage. That's it. Now, how to find partner? you are all in real estate business, so you understand there are so many people with the money, and we will help you to do this. So there are systems, and Roger and me personally will help you, but the most important, Strongbrook will provide you personalized manager who will help you to do this also. And he will support you during the whole time of buying, repairing, and managing property. Even you don't do anything during this process, you still will have access to Strongbrook team. Now, again,
here's your elevator pitch, guys. That this is your I have an entire team of real estate experts at my disposal. I've got lenders, auction groups, property managers, and even financial experts, all specializing in the hottest markets in the nation. I would be happy to save you all that work and share them if we partner up.
That's it.
That's it. So all the things, you just add water. And that's just add water. The rest is things. So guys, let me, what is your role? So Renat talked about these things, and he'll be here all night. He's so excited. And what is your role? Number one, like anything else, you get educated one-on-one with your coach. And you make decisions on properties presented to you. And you expect, of course, bumps in the road. This is real estate, but you expect your Strongbrook team to help you overcome all those challenges. That's the name of the game. So that if somebody tells you that there are no bumps, they're trying to sell you something. I have a bridge I'd like to sell you too. And so what is services that Strongbrook can offer you? Like Renat was saying, they will find it, they will buy it, they will fix it, they will finance it, they will lease it, they will manage it, they will maintain it, they will even sell it when it's time to sell it for you. And Strongbrook earns, and by the way, very good question, and I know there's some really real estate gurus on the call. My friends are here, and if I were to do this, and I built joint venture portfolios, but I owned, if not 50%, a good chunk of the equity of the house with the real estate. When you build a portfolio with Strongbrook does not do joint venture with you. You own 100% of the property. They not know in the future, not today, they're not asking you 1 penny of your monthly cash flow or $1 of their equity growth in 10 years or 20 years. So they simply, how they earn their money is because when they're finding the properties, they're a real estate agent, they're real estate brokerage. So they have their brokerage commission and all the other services that you need. You're going to have insurance no matter where you go. So they have an insurance company, so they bring you insurance and the standard customary commission they make. You have to get a mortgage no matter where you go. So they get the mortgage commission, and most of these commissions are actually paid not by you, because when you're buying a house, the seller pays them the commission, not you. The insurance company, the insurance company is paying them, not you. So this is not coming from you. So they, on average, make about 5% of the real estate fees on each transaction. So what is your time worth? That this is, well, the rest of the gurus, including myself, that we have gone the path of do-it-yourself. We teach you. Chris has gone to the path of done for you, but done for you at an investment grade, at a world class, so that people, when they go to see him, like Renat was saying, it is unheard of that when people go through the free game plan session, that 80% of them say, yes, I want to build a portfolio with you. And because they do the market research. By the way, here's one thing, what Chris will tell you, that, he goes, I don't even trust you with your own money. Because this is one of his reasons why he doesn't want to teach anyone how to buy real estate. Because if I teach you how to buy real estate, the first mistake you'll make is you're going to buy a home where you live. Because you have to touch it, you have to see it, you have to feel it, and you don't have the system. That's why you have to go, you cannot go elsewhere. So his thing is, no, live where you want to live, but invest where it makes sense. So he will, if you, by the way, if you ask him to invest, oh, I live in Cincinnati, can I invest in Cincinnati? Or I tell you that, Chris, I want to buy in Tampa, he will say no. Because if Tampa were the top 5 market, I'd be there already. If Cincinnati was the top 5 market, I'd be there already. So I will only invest your money where it makes sense, where it grows the fastest, the most. And so market research and selecting the best markets, pricing, rents, location, reviewing 50 properties, they spend 145 hours. Physical review, 64 hours. Property closing, it's another 132 hours. Bidding, rehabbing management, property management. Those of you know, total hours on average is 341 hours. And with PSA, the PSA stands for Professional Service Agreement. This is what you buy from Strongbrook, and a professional service agreement, and when this is all done for you, check, check, check. And instead of 341 hours, to check it, it takes you about 11 hours. So look at the comparison. Then the question becomes, what is your time worth? And by the way, I've never met any real estate investor, and I've been around, and I know personally the biggest gurus in this country, and nobody runs their company like Chris. He runs it like an insurance company, like an actuarial company. If you ask him the last 1,000 deals, he will give you that the average purchase price was $137,000. Average square feet is 1,708 square feet. Average year built is 202. Average equity ROI is 20+%. Average cash on cash ROI is 13%. Average price per square foot is $62. Average property rehab is $7,000. Average vacancy is 42.4 days. Average hours saved per deal is 341. So investing with strict parameters creates predictability. And unlike me, he is not 10 times, he's 100 times more conservative. Guys, can we not make money? All of his properties, by the way, are 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Can we not make money with 2-bedroom, 2-bath, or 3 or 4-bedroom, 2-bedroom? Of course we can. You make money with 1-bedroom condo? Of course you can make money, but not with your retirement money. This is the box he will put in it, and he can predict the growth. That's why Rinat said that in that last 8 years of the worst economic downturn, not one Strongbrook client lost their houses in foreclosure. Not one Strongbrook client had to do short sale because they got creative option arm financing. They didn't. No, they all put 20% down payment, and they could weather the storm. Because as we all know that the prices plummeted, but the rents never plummeted. And the people that were renting those places, yes, some left, and they found new tenants, and they probably had to adjust the market trend, but that's an adjustment, not losing their shirt like most people did. So here's how the cycle works, that when you come to Strongbrook, the first thing that they do is they assign you a project manager. And that's your one-on-one, that's your concierge service, and they create the game plan for you. And right off the bat, it tells you that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme, because he will tell you that if you're looking to become overnight success in real estate, go, do it yourself, because this is a game plan for 5, 10, 15-year game plan, guys. So not a quick get-rich-quick scheme. We're not.
And this is very important, guys, that information that we're sharing with you right now, you can find anywhere else. Even Strongbrook, so highly open company, it's private company, but it's open company. They can show you for each of the thousands transactions that they did during the last 10 years, all numbers, how much they put, their purchase price, repair, sale price, renovation, everything. But the key is that the concept, the strategy, the proven strategy that we're sharing with you regarding putting together joint venture using credit partner from Strongbrook, money partner that you can identify, and you will hold up to 50% of the equity just for sophisticated real estate investors like you. project manager that you will get when you will join company to do this program will be very experienced person who did tons these type of transactions for himself. And I'm sharing with you my personal experience right now because I went through the process. The guy that I'm working with who helping me to put all my joint venture deals, he did buy for himself 14 joint ventures, and most of them he did even before he joined Strongbrook as project manager. He was initially just their regular client who started to do this joint venture. But now he has all this experience. Strongbrook attract him. He does it like full time, and he helps tons of people to put this together also. So this is incredible value.
So then the project manager will create your game plan, then will of course introduce you to the team of experts, and they each have their expertise and professionals, and they'll identify the best properties, and of course, and once they identify the properties, you buy it, then they find the lending, fixing, leasing, managing, and they also look at asset protection. And if you want to buy it in an LLC, land trust, all of those things they will discuss with you. And of course, the project manager will sit down with you quarterly and review your portfolio. That is it time? What is the equity growth? Is there enough equity that does it make sense to refinance, pull some cash out to buy another property, or go to a different growth market? This market has reached the cycle. So this is the whole cycle and expand portfolio and keep going. And then the team of experts, if it's an expand, then back to the same experts, and then just they keep going with that. So how can you get access to the Strongbrook's team and deals? Here, remember I said the PSA, Professional Service Agreement, and as high as $15,999, that PSA gives you unlimited property you can buy. And basically $8,000 gives you 4 transactions, and essentials to get started. Your one is $54.99. And there is one called MAP PSA. MAP PSA, MAP is not a transactional PSA. MAP stands for My Action Plan. This is what Rinat and I are talking to you about today. And remember, again, if you have money, if you have credit, you can go straight to this game, and I'm going to show you how inexpensive this is when you really look at the savings it creates. That if it's 341 hours, remember we talked about per property, if you buy 10 houses, that's 3,410 hours that you'd have to spend if you want to compete with the Strongbrook professional level, investment grade rental properties, and researching the market and all of those things. Look at 50 properties to buy one and all of that things. So, and 15,995, which is, let's say, 16,000 PSA, divided by 3410 hours is $4.69 an hour if you buy just 10 houses. And that gives you unlimited houses to buy using their entire team. And that's one time. If you take that 30 hours and 200 and divide by 200 members that you have access to, that's literally 20 cents per hour per person. So do you value your time more than $4.69 per hour? So, and that's what we're talking about here in this particular case. So the question that you asked, Chris went to it rather quickly. What do I get with my PSA? So whether you buy one house, 4 houses, or you buy unlimited house, what are you getting? Number one, we talked about a customized game plan for your specific scenario that shows you how to start where you are and create a powerful retirement residual income in the next 5 to 10 years. I have personally met Strongbrook clients that when they went there, they not only had no money, they were negative growth. And they created a plan for them because they owed $250,000. That's a negative net worth. If that's where you are, then that's where you start. And now I know those people that they're not only out of the hole, they are in 7 figures in short 4 years. in short 4 years. What else do you get? You get an individually assigned project manager who will work with you on a one-on-one basis. And with a personal coach dedicated to your success, you design your game plan. They educate you on your growth and income markets. They help you identify, access, and leverage assets. They find and present deals that fit your game plan based on your financial resources. Facilitate financing, but you make decisions, and expert facilitate the execution. Guys, this is not passive. This is called facilitated investing. So they spend 341 hours, you spend 11 hours, but you decide. They don't decide for you, they present it to you. And project management team reduces the hassle and manages the risk. That's the job of the project management team. They coach you, they oversee the property, they manage the portfolio performance and consult when to buy, sell, and expand. They will come to you and say it's time to sell, uses a variety of financial tools to maximize or minimize taxes and litigation risk and maximize your growth. And you also get access to a world-class lending team because they have their own inside lending team that will conduct an in-depth pre-qualification before a lender is even chosen. As Renat was telling you, that they have 50 investment lenders that they work with all the time, and they can get through loans that other people cannot get through because they specialize in that, and they haven't had any default. So they have the stellar record with them. And they provide ongoing mortgage support to help you maximize your portfolio. They'll grant you access to key banks. And you also get access to a world-class financial team that will show you cash flow management, tax strategies, tax deduction software, accounting software services, life insurance needs, money under management. What do you want? They have those people in-house for you to look at it as your portfolio expands. You can also get ongoing portfolio management. As I was telling you, that they will always sit down with you on a quarterly basis, pulling comps on your homes regularly to tell you that, hey, it's time to refinance, it's time to sell, or it's assist you with 1031 exchange, multiply your portfolio organically. So you also get ongoing education, one-on-one education with your coach, unlimited attendance to all future intensive and strong group educational events, and access huge repositories of existing on-demand education. You'll see the website, I'll show you in a second. Automatic subscription to our strong group magazine that features all the different case studies, one-on-one time with the founders. These are things that you're going to get, and just with this, whether you buy 1, 4, or that PSA, access to estate planning, asset protection, all of these things, guys, you get as just part of being a strong group client. They have a comprehensive estate plan, and you can. It's a whole thing. It's internet based. You just go online and just educate yourself with online videos. It's simple, fast, and easy. And so, what's your step one? You'll access your back office. Once you enroll, you back office. You click on your map PSA icon. That's my action plan. That's the $4.99. And then you just click on the deductor. This is an app that they've created. Awesome. It's a tax deductor. It also has a mobile version that every time you spend money, you can just put it in there, and it categorizes all your deductions, and in one place it creates reporting for you how much this alone will pay for the entire investment of this $4.99 and $99 a month. So let me recap. You have anything to add?
Yes, I want to add, guys. As Roger mentioned in the beginning, this is hot out of press. It's because Strongbrook never ever publicly offering this type of explanation regarding joint venture structure creation. It was our initiatives when we discovered that they have, and we told them, guys, it's just gold mine that you don't present, and they allowed us to start to share this with Roger students. What I want, so the whole advantages and bonuses, if we will start to put them all together, it will be another hour presentation. I will just give you bullet points. This is the key, okay? Addition to everything that you will get, number one, credit partners for unlimited deals. They waiting in line for person like you who will bring them money partner, okay? Number two, you're not alone anymore. When you will approach any person who has his retirement money working for the bankers, you will represent company, team of 200 professionals with 1,000 transactions, and you will just introduce this person to the top level expert who did these joint venture deals by tens. So it's incredible credibility. Sorry for English, incredible credibility. Next, you don't have to sell anything. Head office will provide strategy session, go through whole details. 80% of people that you will refer will want to do business with Strongbrook. Another thing that we didn't mention here, if you lucky enough and you have a real estate license, guys, it's gold mine.
And guys, I'm going to thank you. You wrote the questions, and I'm going to address those questions also. So I'm almost to the end, and so let me just recap these things. So yeah,
with real estate, you even get much more income from each transaction that you will facilitate with Strongbrook, because every time when person that you will bring to the company will buy or sell properties during the whole life cycle, you as a real estate professional, licensed agent or broker will get 25% referral fee from what Strongbrook will generate from this transaction for the life. You introduce one time and that's it. So you can create situation when whole your office will work for you. And the last, I can tell you, the whole volume and values that Strongbrook will provide you, other companies charging for that up to 30, 40, 50,000 just for education. You still have to do everything by yourself. Here, yes, they will provide you high level quality trainings, support, and they will do it for you.
So, and you saw on the video that Chris talked about, there's only the definition of financial freedom is residual income exceeding expenses. And the simplest definition, eloquent definition, and there are only 4 ways to create that real residual income is real estate, business, other investments, and intellectual property. So real estate investing, they have 200 plus experts, 5 to 10 years, and ongoing cash flow, no retirement spend down, and he already went through it. I'm just recapping it. And business, if you decide to join the business, up to $3,000 in referral commissions, $35,000 bonuses, low startup costs, demand for retirement solutions. They're changing the way America is investing in their retirement. That is the people that they're after. And myself and other people are teaching, yes, as I said, there's not right or wrong. And another group of people that don't want to learn, the UPS truck driver, the CEO, the manager, the doctor, the dentist, the attorneys, they don't have the time. And what with 200 professionals, now they have confidence. They have the trust that they will absolutely, with a track record that their money is safe. So they're after their retirement money. So yes, you can buy real estate. Strong professionals are experts at helping you identify, access, and leverage existing assets. And where you find the money, and as I said, 401k, IRA, everything else, home equity, savings, and your personal game plan when you do they just go through it, all of it with you. So free, again, gift for you is your financial freedom game plan and your game plan assessment. So all of these things you get as just part of it. And there's two kinds of mindset, the accumulation mindset and the residual income mindset. And the accumulation mindset is the biggest fear of retirees, that they're going to run out of money. Will they outlive their retirement income because they've built a nest egg, now they draw down from their nest egg versus and of course during the accumulation period there is no cash flow, but with the residual income mindset with real estate, from day one there is cash flow and it's inflation hedge, it's growing, and all the things are just so beautifully, don't get me started on real estate, so we'll be here longer. So financial freedom for option for everyone. All the people that I meet in this, when I talk about this, they fall into two categories. One is they have the money, as I was telling you, they have the credit, so they said, all right, I want to get started now. And there's another group of people, they said, you know what, I would love to have someone else build a portfolio for me for retirement, but I don't have the down payment money, or I don't have the money to buy the PSA. Then guess what? Your other option is build a business. Build a strong group direct referral business and help other people invest in real estate. When you help other people invest in real estate, the commission that you make, you can self-fund your real estate investing from what you're doing. And that could be as part-time as you want to as full-time as you want. And so how most people join the referral opportunity is the $4.99 and $99 per month. And that's how they all start into doing this. And you can be financially free using the 30-year game plan, or you can come to the strong group with a 5 to 10-year game plan, or you can build a strong group referral business and make it a 3 to 5-year game plan. And that's your choice. Will ownership of nice rental properties in the best growth markets and cash flow markets help you achieve these goals faster? That's the question you have to ask yourself. And or do you need to continue to buy? Do not stop. You can buy and sell in your own marketplace, but let Strong Group start helping you building a portfolio in the best growth market almost on a turnkey basis for you. They just come and ask you your decisions when it's time for it to do it. And remember I said that the reason I just hurried to do this, and again, this is not for everyone, and I sincerely apologize, but this is not the only opportunity. You'll get more. It's Chris is flying to Tampa literally tomorrow to stay with me this weekend, and on Saturday we're doing a one-day seminar called the Tampa Wealth Summit in Tampa, and how Strong Group creates and grows wealth, this seminar. And if you'd like to meet Chris, you can come, and you don't have to pay anything. You can be my guest. And for this seminar, those of you that want to join as an IBD tonight, and IBD stands for the Independent Business Developer, and for signing up now, you get one other thing. You get of course, you'll go to this website to enroll, strongjv.com. You choose the $4.99 and the $99 option plan. I'll take you there in a second. But here's the incredible thing. Strong Group right now is when you join before February 28th, they're giving you the essential PSA of $54.99 completely free. It's free. In the 8 years they've been in business, they have never ever done this. And they're reaching a tipping point, and they're testing this with the one PSA so that people can just come. And by the way, none of the PSAs have any expiration date. So if you join today and you get this, and whether they take 1 month or 10 months or multiple years, you still have it. It'll be there for you. And so, explain what does it mean. I'm sorry? Explain what does it mean. So again, the PSA is the professional service agreement, and for the $4.99 and the $99 is you'll get all the plans, but you won't be able to buy any properties through Strong Group. And with the $54.99, that's called the PSA, the transactional PSA, that'll get you all the things that we just discussed. Now you're going to get all the access to the 200 professionals, and we're not getting you summarize that.
This is very valuable bonus that you're getting today, joining our team for $4.99 one-time payment with Essential PSA $5,499. Usually people pay this for getting access to turnkey services that Strongbrook providing them that we described you, and it's allow them to buy one whole. Because of the situation right now, because of your students, and Chris allows Roger to give you this bonus, you can join today paying just $4.99, and you can start to do joint venture right away for $5, and you don't have to pay any penny more. Strongbrook will provide you a credit partner. Strongbrook will provide you whole description of services that we went through today. And as Roger mentioned, you can start your joint venture creation process literally tonight.
And guys, in my lifetime and being in this personal development business, and I've seen many charismatic leaders in my life, and this guy is truly outstanding. More than anything is his vision, his mission, and where his heart is. That how he wants to make a difference. And I haven't even gone through all the different pillars where Strongbrook is going through, but on February 28th, all day he'll have a chance to go through this. And those of you who know me know that I'm fairly well connected in the real estate industry, and I am meeting some of the biggest name people that have already made a commitment. And this is not about name dropping, but that they're seeing, when they see a good thing, they say, you know what, it is good, I'll take it. And let me take you to this website, strongjv.com. It's basically where you go to enroll, and very simply, let me take you there. And you'll go, first your electronic signature, you put your first name here, and I'm just going to put a test for me, and you put your last name here, and then you agree, and it'll take you to the page, and this is where you select a product. And you can, on the left-hand side, the drop-down menu, and there is where the 15,000, 7,000, 5,000. So I want you to get the smallest one, that's a $4.99 and $99 a month. So you choose that particular one, and then you click submit. Now you come over here, and this is where you put all your information, and your username. When you come to your username, by the way, your username is going to become also, you get your own replicated website. So I typically recommend people, if you have an easier name, then just try your first name. Like my website is rogersalam.strongbrookdirect.com. So that's, and if you go, and that'll be my website. So whatever name, instead of, or just try your first name. If you have a difficult last name, maybe just use the last initial. And if your first name is already taken, it'll give you that it's already taken, and your password, and you confirm it, and this will automatically put the ID stuff, and then you just review your order and go. And also know that you have absolutely, if you come and you enroll today and you find out that this is not something for you, you have 30 days to get your money back. No questions asked, full 100% get your money back. But the advantage is that if you enroll tonight, two things. You can come to Tampa for the Wealth Summit as my guest, and number two, you get the February 28th, so you'll have more importantly, the $54.99, the PSA is bonus to you that the company has never done in the history of their existence since 8 years. So those are huge bonuses, and you get to meet the person in live. And again, I realize not all of you live in Florida. You're all over the country, and if you can drive, start coming down and to go to the where to enroll for that particular website, I'm going to take you there. So one more time, I'll review this one. You come to this page. This is strongjv.com, and you create the test, and you click on I agree.
Not create test. Just put your name.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course. I put test your name, and you come, and this is where you select your product or service. On the left-hand side, the drop-down menu, you select the last one, which is the least expensive, and hit submit, and now you put your personal information, and that's it. Totally risk-free, and you review your order, and you go.
And by the way, your username that you will use now and your password, you will be able to change at any time, no problem. So don't spend too much time trying to find a good username or password. Just do it. And I want to stress also that right now you have incredible opportunity to join our team and start to do transactions right away. So you can put together joint venture really during the 30 days. And if for whatever reason you don't like, as Roger told you, 30 days money back guaranteed. But I'm sure that some of you have so many people who don't know what to do with their money. They will be just thrilled to get this opportunity and earn 15-20% annualized on the base of what Strongbrook already doing.
And guys, those of you who want to take advantage of and want to come to Tampa for the one-day wealth summit, it's go to wealthsummittampa.com. wealthsummittampa.com, and you'll see the website, and you'll see, read about it. And this is Chris Crone, myself, Mike Driggers, one of the top in the company, actually the top. My good friend Sherry Watson, incredible lady. She has a how to make money with nonprofit, and there's another angle that, oh my God, you're gonna turbocharge it. So she's gonna be there, and it's gonna be at the DoubleTree Hotel in Tampa, and you can go to register. And here is your code. I'm gonna give it to you right now, and there's a promotional code. You go write down S capital B capital, as in Strongbrook, and then T capital and Tampa, the rest is lowercase, STAMPA. So SB Tampa with T, first letter of T capitalized. That's it. That's your promo code, and apply, and you don't have to pay anything. It'll become zero. You apply it, it'll become zero. So promo code again is SB Tampa with T capital letter. So that's, you go to Strongbrook over there, and I have actually people.
Let's open Q&A.
All right, so let me go ahead and, oops, yes. So let's start. I'm going to go, if you have any questions, I'm going to start answering those questions. Yeah, I don't know. But guys, we're a little bit technically challenged, so I'm just looking at one question at a time. And if your question is really long, please email me. And if it's a short question, Roger, program sounds good. I wonder, protect myself and my partners from economic difficulties that are coming to us when the US dollar is no longer the reserve currency of the world. Yeah, I mean, it's really a longer answer, but a very good question.
Yes, regarding, because I already went through this process, okay? This is another just incredible value. Strongbrook will provide you all legal documents related putting together this type of joint venture when they give you credit partner and you bring money partner. And they have obviously a big interest to do it right because they want to protect each party in this joint venture so everybody will be happy. And this is why they're using 10 years of experience putting together this type of joint venture. So you will have all legal documents. They will recommend you the attorneys that they use in different states. So you will be totally covered, and you will be in a position to answer for any questions that your money partner will ask you about how it will be structured, how they will be protected, what each party will do, what are responsibilities. It's incredible documents. Just documents themselves, if you will go to try to put them together, thousands.
Think this is not their first rodeo. So they have gone through it, and that's why, remember I said the most valuable thing is a proven, tested system. So they have proven it and they've tested it. They've tested it in the worst economic times in the real estate history. So, and it has passed that muster, and now we're coming out of it. People are getting excited about real estate. They want to come back to real estate. So this is your chance that they don't have to get their hands dirty for doing that. So,
and right now we will try to answer for everything that you have, but also I want to give you my email address and my phone number. So if you still have any questions, feel free to call me. My phone number is 941.
Okay, hold on.
941.
Let me put it on the PowerPoint slide.
Okay.
And at the very end, I'm going to put Renat's number here.
941-548-7755, and my email address 777reo@gmail.com. So just send me text message, send me email, give me 2 time options that would work for you for tomorrow, and I will return your call, and we will be able to discuss any questions that you still have.
And those of you, again, you don't have to come this Saturday, but if there's any way you can come, I promise you it could be a life-changing event for you. And there'll be future opportunities also. I will let you know. But this is the first time he's coming to Tampa, and we're it's his wife's birthday tomorrow. Friday. So I've asked him to come. That we're becoming that good friends that he's coming over, and we're gonna take the boat and go around some private islands around here and just have fun. And then Saturday, and you know what? Come down. If you're coming for Saturday, come early enough. Friday evening, I'm throwing a birthday party for his wife at my place. And if you have taken the time to come to Tampa in this last notice, you deserve my private invitation. You deserve to come to my house for dinner and join us for the dinner party. And you'll get to know him in a social setting. Just send me an email, and those of you know my email also, so I'm just going to give it to you. And if you're coming, please email me that, yes, I'm coming, TheIRCLEINC.com, thewinnercircleinc.com, and I will send you the invitation and address, directions, everything for the birthday party for his wife.
And we see that there are a lot of people on the call, and we really appreciate your time. And we have, for whatever reason, difficulties to read your questions. So just text me right now your question that you have on this phone, 941-548-7755. Just text me questions, and we will go through and answer for everything what you have.
Yeah, I apologize that after Elaine's question and I can't scroll down. I'm scrolling, I can't see any more questions. So if you have typed the questions, I'm sure you probably have more questions. I just can't see it. And something over here, and it's too late for me to go call the technical support and wait for you. And literally, I appreciate that only 5 people have left.
Yes, this is incredible.
This is unheard of all the webinars I've ever done.
Yeah, what I want to add also, because again, this is a really product regarding structuring a joint venture using existing clients' credit and money partners. So Roger and me, we are putting together the program where we will sharing with you our personal experience, and we will hold weekly or bi-weekly trainings related to this program, because we see its incredible potential. I personally already know real estate agents and management team who handle this transaction here in Orlando area. I saw the houses, and we will be more than happy to share with you the recent transactions, so you will be able to see what kind of houses you can buy over there with a strong group support, how they look before, how they look after renovation. And and by the way, the waiting period for rent reduced right now twice. The last houses that were bought over there were rented during their renovation period. Usually companies spend about 10-14 days maximum to make renovation. And
you know what? I just got another question that, sorry, Renat, did I hear that we get a free call to discuss our personal circumstances and questions?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And not only this is with Renat and myself, and please go to Renat first. I'm just organizing this weekend first. But you get a free game plan with the company, with your project manager assigned to you, so that you're based on your circumstance, so that we can answer these questions, but they are the expert. The best part is, guys, you and I don't have to do any of the work. All we do is introduce someone to them, and they do all of the selling and explaining, and it's not hard sell. That's why they just educate them. And there's a slogan I remember a long time ago, I forget what the company's called, that they said, an educated consumer is our best customer. And so they educate them, and then when they see the value that they're providing, they say, why not? They're not getting the kind of return for their 401k money or their IRA money. I might as well put that on real estate. And most people have no idea how to access that. They don't even, the thing that you and I take it for granted. And most people, they think they have to wait till 65 before they can touch that money. Their employer has told them that, and blah, 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 that they have to invest it with Merrill Lynch. No, they can take it and self-direct it to real estate. All of these things, they do it in a very responsible and minimal tax consequences to you. So these are decisions that you facilitated investment for all of those things. So yes, you get a free call here, and you get a free bonus game plan call with the company. So please email me if you're going to come to Tampa, so I can send you the invitation for the dinner and at my place. And then Saturday, and go to the Tampa wealthsummittampa.com to enroll for the event, and use the promo code SB Tampa with the T capitalized and the rest are lowercase.
Mark asked the question: would it make sense, any sense, using SDIRA? Yes, Mark, exactly.
SDIRA, yes. Self-direct IRA. That's the number one way, Mark. Yeah. You've hit it right on the nose.
This is another incredible services that Strongbrook put it together for clients with high-level expert. They, when you go through free complimentary strategy session, joining the company or not joining the company, They will analyze your current situation with your retirement account, regardless what do you have, Roth IRA, regular IRA, 401k, solo 401k. They have expert for all these accounts. And after analysis of your current situation, they will provide you in writing a report regarding what would be the best way for you to rearrange these retirement accounts without any penalty legally, and start to earn monthly positive cash flow.
Mm-hmm.
And addition to that, they have tax advisors who will explain you different type of advantages investing in real estate right way, in combination with asset protection, and you will learn just incredible knowledge, because they're doing this for themselves already 10 years and providing these services 1,000 other clients. So they have track records and history of success. So for as of my personal experience, I didn't have situation when they didn't give me a right answer for any question that I asked them.
You're saying that being a private company, they're extremely open with their information that they don't have to share, but they do share because they have nothing to hide. So if you want to know the past numbers of the company and the transactions, that they will be very open. And one other thing that, by the way, I just want to, if you go Google, and there are some people that are always doing their own research and stuff, please feel free to do it. And in 2010, they went through an internal investigation by the SEC, and because they're doing this, and it was a 14-month investigation, and at the end, guess what they found? Not one single thing they had to change. So as a result, they went through that. They're a much stronger company today, and they're extremely compliance-oriented company. So I'm glad that they went through that earlier than now. So nobody asked that question, but I'm telling you in advance. Okay, so John
Lenhart asked the questions. It's a long question, but briefly it's regarding what will happen, how you and your partner will be protected in situation if one day dollar will lose the value and
reserve currency
and will be replaced with something. I can tell you, this is another reason why it makes sense to invest in real estate, but do it right way, in right place, with right team, with right price. What will happen? You see, regardless whatever currency will replace dollar, that I think, again, I do my research. I can tell you my personal opinion. I did a lot of research regarding the currency situation right now with Chinese currency or Russian currency or American euro. In current market situation, in current worldwide economical situation, you will see during the next 5-7 years, dollar will be stronger, stronger and stronger. For many other reasons, it's total different topics, but call me. I will be more than happy to provide with you a lot of factual information regarding it. But let's assume one day dollar will be replaced. It will be replaced by something else, but will houses be replaced when currency will replace? No, houses will stay. Will people need roof? Yes. And will they pay? Yes. Regardless, whatever currency will be at any time in the future, their rent and price for house will be, correlated accordingly with the value of this currency. But again, we don't plan to buy properties to hold them 10, 20, or 30 years. No. We buy property in a right stage of local real estate cycle. We hold usually it's 2, 3, maximum 4, 5 years. We do our research and monitoring the market very precisely. So you will get information from the company when would make sense to sell this property, to fix the profit, and reinvest all income, all profit to new markets where you will repeat the same process. So we will move your money, your investments from one hot growing market to another hot growing market. So you would never ever be in situation when a market overheated and suddenly will drop and you will lose your equity.
All right, let's see next.
This is the same question.
The same question.
No, go up.
SDRA. Okay, there's a question. So the investor would have to use the funds from the self-directed IRA to purchase into this plan offer, which can't be done tonight.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. The answer yes. Your investor that you will bring as money partner, yes, they will be able to use their retirement account from SDIRA, self-directed IRA, at any time, because you join today and you will keep
tonight.
This.
But by the way, he's quite, of course they cannot do that tonight. So we're not asking them you to do tonight. All tonight you do is become an independent business distributor, business developer for the $4.99 and $99. So that you do that with your regular credit card. And I'm trying to scroll, by the way, looking at is there any more questions that we missed? And most of them were all the comments are things we were asked. I will ask them before, when we hang up with my own time, call the tech support for before the next webinar. So I'm prepared. Why I'm having so much problem scrolling. You know what? Hold on one second. Okay, no, I'm trying to. Sorry, guys. So, as I said, I hope to be able to send some invitations for the dinner party, and you'll see how normal he is, and you'll be able to ask any questions you want. He's an open book, and he's a really fun guy, and his wife will be here also, so you'll get to meet her as well. And we shall. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Yes. We just want to tell you that right now Strongbrook does this type of joint venture on 5 markets. The best one, for our opinion, and we are lucky that it's just on our backyard, Orlando area. They also do in Las Vegas, in Phoenix, and for those people who really want to make the most of the money right now from rental income, from cash flow, they're offering Indianapolis and Memphis. And the key is that, again, they are very, very picky regarding the areas where they're buying these properties. And like even in Orlando area, they don't buy properties in any place. No, there are very, very carefully selected properties where they buy homes with very high probability that these properties will appreciate maximum. But again, they structure the deal that regardless what will happen with the market, they always will provide positive cash flow.
All right. If I don't see any more questions being written over here. And so that was a long question from John. And I promise you that the next time the presentation will be better, as this was the first time we did this presentation. We put together the slides literally before the presentation. 3 minutes before we went on, I finished the last slide, and we're on. So we're getting better, and it's going to make it shorter and all of those, but it's don't get us started, it'll be longer.
Yeah, I'm getting right now a lot of messages with requests to set up calls. Yes, I will contact you during the next 24, 48 hours, and will be more than happy to share my personal experience and answer for all your questions.
And I am focused on February 28th, and I'm also having a mastermind with Chris and some of my Winner Circle members on Sunday. Guys, the other thing that I can tell you is that I am known as the JV King. I have done more JVs, and I've put together through my organization, Winner Circle, more JVs than, more than probably most people will do in their lifetime. So this JV partner program, when we saw that, we not just said, oh my God. So he brought it to me and said, hey, let's just run with this one as our focal point to when we talk to investors. So you guys are real estate investors mostly on my call tonight. So I said, I was kind of hesitating at one point, said, do I want to introduce this? And that's why at the last moment I said yes. When I saw this one, I said, hell, this is the angle my real estate investors will love it instead of anything else that I've seen. And the rest is all bonus. It's just everything else is gravy.
And some people ask again to show how to fill the form. So Roger will show you one more time again.
Okay. Oh, all right. So how to fill the form?
So go to strongjv.com.
Go to strongjv.com and
show the screen.
Yeah. Oh, well. Oops.
Computer died also.
Well, close the program. Sorry.
This is your
Okay, I'm here. So, Elisa, so this is where strongjv.com will take you here. So you put your first name here,
Rinat.
your first,
okay,
and then your last name over here. And then you go, you click on I agree. Then it'll take you to the page number 2 to select your product or service. And you come to this page. On the left-hand side, there is a drop-down menu. You click on that, and you'll see the last one. It says My Action Plan PSA with Home Study Kit $4.99. You click that one, and then you click Submit. That takes you to number 3. That's where you enter your personal information, and that's it. When you fill out, as Rinat was saying, is that, hey, your name, rogersalam.strongbrook.com is my site, and don't spend too much time on, because you can always go to your back office and change this, your password, username, blah, blah, blah. So review your order, and then that's it.
And you can also join as personally and as a company.
Yeah.
And in the future, you always would be able to change depending from your financial goals and any other circumstances.
All right, guys, it is 9:59. So this was the form for this, and those of you who want to come to Wealth Summit Tampa, and this is the Wealth Summit Tampa website. Again, take you there, and wealthsummittatampa.com, and you go down and you'll see big register now buttons. Click any one of those register now buttons, and oh, by the way, you can bring your spouse, a partner for free. So you'll come over here and then use the promo code, and you put S, capital B as in Strongbrook, and then Tampa, the capital T and the lowercase AMPA. and that'll make it. If you have any problem, email me or email dean@thewinnercircleinc.com, and he'll take care of you, or just call and we'll take care of the registration over the phone. All the best. It's literally 10 p.m. So we started exactly at 8, and normally we finish in 90 minutes or less, but literally as of now, people are leaving. The whole time, for the 2 hours, pretty much 90% of the people were here. So I really appreciate your time. So there is a lot of interest and questions, and this is just the beginning. All the best. Good night, and God bless, and I'll hopefully see you, some of you, this weekend and at the party on Friday night at 7 p.m. at my place.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Good night.